I'm Emily Newman, and I am an independent abstract artist from Atlanta, Georgia. Today, I just want to give you a little glimpse into a day in the life of a professional artist. Not arriving at the gym, I'm leaving the gym because I'm an absolute crazy person. But I found if I do not get it in early, then I often give up and don't get it in at all. But my mental health needs the exercise. So it's amazing how I feel day and night on the days I exercise and the days that I don't. So here I am trying to make it happen. Woo! 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 Alright, I don't do this every day, but here I am doing my little 5-minute makeup routine. I've got a Bible study I'm hosting at my house this morning. I'm not going to have any time to change my clothes, but at least I can look a little more awake. I went to the gym, got my kids to school. Now it's time to put my face on, just a little. There we go. Looking good. This is me back in the car again as an artist and full-time mom. I spend a lot of time in my minivan, and most people are shocked when they hear I'm a minivan driver, but you know what? They've got all the bells and whistles like doors that my boys can't slam into other people's cars. All right, first stop of the day, or I guess make that second or third, is Blick Art Materials, one of my favorite places to be. What a magical place, am I right? I'm trying to focus on the things that I'm here for. I'm itching to experiment with a new medium, so I'm going to grab some of that today. But the most important thing, what I'm really actually here for, are these, the Blick Matte Acrylics. These are one of my absolute favorite products, and I am running low on a few colors. Alright, so I went into Blick and I got the Blick Matte Acrylics Purple Matter, which I need to do paint on the edges of a new 48x48 piece. Painting the edges of a canvas are basically one of my least favorite things about being an artist. How's that noise for you? So I got 3 bottles of that. And then I've been itching to try something new, and inspired by some oil blending techniques, but I'm really scared of oils. I've actually never painted with oils before, and I'm kind of cheating. At least feels like I'm cheating, but I got some water-soluble oil paints. So you mix these with water instead of an oil, and I'm really excited for my next painting to try a new medium. One of my other most frequent stops, just had to ship out a couple of things. Okay, so I just stopped at the pharmacy to pick up an EpiPen because allergies, and on to the next thing. Here I am arriving back at home to my very messy kitchen. Just gonna drop into my studio, throw some things on my desk, and try and get some work done. As you can tell, I do a lot of running around, and it's easy to forget simple things like eating lunch. So here I am eating some lunch and multitasking. This journal you see in front of me is a journal that I use from my business coach, Jessica Craddock. It has been an incredible tool for me to use every one of my work days to kind of remind me of my why and take notes on everything I need to do for the day, also reflecting on some of my wins for the week. One of the most important things to me is keeping my why in the forefront of my mind. So what I write as my affirmation every single day is this: I am a servant-hearted, generous creator. My life is full of joy, abundance, and freedom, and I inspire others to have the same. Just finishing up a little bit of catching up on emails and different things on the computer, eating my lunch, and moving on. Here here I am setting up my studio to actually get to painting. Time to put some paint on the edges of this 48 by 48 I was talking about. So I love to work on the floor. I use these drop cloths. They're from IKEA. They're actually curtains, not gonna lie. But you can get 2 of them for $19.99. It's a steal. Alright, using my favorite giant Princeton brush, I am just going to brush this on the edges. As you can tell, this is monotonous. So why don't we just speed it up and, watch it the way we like to see things on the internet? Which I realize this whole video is just one thing jumping to the next, me talking super, super fast, and me moving on from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, because, let's be honest, that's just kind of how I live my life. Okay, that might be how I live my life, but it's not really how I want to live my life. So I'm working on slowing down, taking breaths. All right, while this big piece is drying, I'm taking a little coffee break, and then I am going to move on to some finishing touches on another large abstract that is currently hanging above the fireplace in my bedroom. And then I'm gonna experiment with those oils and start a new painting. Scratch that. One thing I completely forgot about that was on my to-do list today, and I probably forgot because I'm not too thrilled about it, is I have to learn how to use my mic. Oh, there's that painting. And there's my laundry. Yeah, so I don't really want to learn how to use my mic because it's a new technology and I have to follow instructions and read instructions. That's just not really a strength of mine. I would rather just sit and paint all day. So this is a large abstract that I have painted just for myself. I probably will sell it at some point, but it was really just something I was inspired to do, paint for me. Here I am applying some heavy body acrylic just to give the piece a little bit of texture and life and add some contrast. But I'm really, really happy with how it's turned out. Alright guys, I think that this is the finished piece. How does it make you feel? I just get so excited about this, loads of texture. Yum. Okay, please join me while I experiment with oil paints for the very first time in my life. I already know what I'm going to paint, but I have no idea what it's going to look like. Clearly, I decided that learning how to use my mic could be pushed off for at least another couple of hours, and painting and playing was more important to me today. If I'm honest, I try to prioritize that every day, but I'm not always super good at that. So my goal is, if I feel inspired to paint, I should paint. I should take every ounce of inspiration that I have and really run with it. So I am mixing a Prussian blue and an olive green to work on this canvas. Oh, this is me realizing that my camera is too close. My studio is too small to film this giant canvas. So sorry about the angles. Just gonna do my best. Here it is. You're witnessing my very first strokes with oil paint. Alright, so I have just been playing and I honestly just do not know how I feel about these paints. So we'll see what happens the more I play, but it's just not quite getting everything I wanted. Like, I like what's happening right here, and then the rest of it is too brushy. So I don't know, I'm learning something new. Alright, so now I actually look like a person. Got myself ready for the day, and I'm going to do my abstract process. My abstract process is typically how I start my day. I came up with this practice in order to get my creative juices flowing and get myself painting even if I felt uninspired. And it has really turned into something absolutely therapeutic for me. I lay a watercolor foundation on 4x6 pieces of paper, and then go in with some detailed line work, kind of following the movement of the watercolor foundation. From there, I typically add some heavy-bodied acrylic or modeling paste to add some texture and life to the piece. And this is the same process I follow on almost every piece that I create, big or small. Most importantly, always signing my work, taking ownership. Time to open up this R2-D2. Like, golly, this thing is whopping. Head for size. Okay, if you know me, then you know this is the part of my day where I got really emotional and just needed to cry a little bit, because learning something like this on my own is not easy. Testing, not working. Kids are home from school now, and it's time for me to call it a day. I have not figured out Sir R2-D2 yet. I'm sure that I will. Just gonna have to call it for the weekend because it's Friday. So, happy weekend. I really hope that you enjoyed this little glimpse into a day in the life of a professional artist. Every day looks completely different, so I'll have to do this again one day, but that's kind of one thing I really enjoy about it. I am not held to a specific schedule. I am not held to a lot of specific commitments. Instead, I kind of get to set the rules myself. And in that, there's just so much freedom and so many opportunities for me to focus on things like being mom, being wife, being a friend, and then most importantly, kind of living my life in the way I like to live it for others. And of course, that is one of the biggest whys behind my art, is I really want it to add to others' lives and share the same hope and freedom with the people who are experiencing my works as I do in creating them. So I hope you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more.